大家好，我是代表 Wow TV 的主持人 Peggy。那么今天我们很高兴来到了温哥华 Downtown 的 Tiffany Co 旗舰店，然后邀请到了加西负责人 Rob 先生进行一次专访。Rob 先生也会针对亚洲市场进行一些珠宝方面的推荐。
Hi, I'm Rob Ferguson. I'm the Group Director for Tiffany Company in Western Canada. Welcome to our beautiful store on Burrard Street in Vancouver, and thank you for joining us today.
Rob, thank you very much for having the interview with us today. As we all know that Tiffany has just finished a show of the rare traveling collections, and it's a really great success. And I've heard that a lot of people see the jewelry box is actually the brain behind the bling, and how you see that, I don't know. But today we're very interested in know more about you and more about Tiffany as well in Vancouver. So how did you step into the jewelry industry, and what interests you most?
Well, actually, it's interesting how I ended up in the jewelry business. I used to be in the clothing fashion business, and I started working with Tiffany just as a favor to a friend for a very short period of time, and I quickly learned that I absolutely loved jewelry. It's something I didn't know until I started working with it, that I love jewelry. I love the beauty and rarity of exceptional gems, and I also love the process of helping other people enjoy them, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be involved in wonderful celebrations in people's lives. Like, we have a very unique privilege in terms of assisting people when they're celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, any special milestones in their lives, and we get to be a part of that. And so we get to bring something beautiful to an already beautiful occasion. And that's what I love about what I do.
Yeah, a lot of people actually envy you a lot because you deal with a lot of beauties, luxuries, jewelries every day, like dream a lot of women as well. So would you please introduce your typical day? What are you like doing your Euro job?
Well, there's a lot actually. Unfortunately, a lot of it is not very interesting. A lot of it is administrative in terms of, we have reports and the financial aspects of the business to attend to, but I also spend a lot of time with the staff and with customers, particularly special customers who would like a little bit of attention or special needs from the director. And we have a very, very talented team, and my job really is to support them. And sometimes it's helping make special arrangements for our customers. Sometimes it is working very closely with them to identify the right pieces. And when we're looking for something really exceptional and unique, we have to spend a lot of time discussing it with the customers and determining what is the best piece. And then we go out and we look within our network of over 250 stores of where that piece is, because it might not be right here. So we try and work with what we have, a very good selection on hand, but at the same time, we sometimes need to look worldwide to find just the right piece for each customer.
Okay. And in Vancouver, it's a different city, right? It's a metropolitan city. Yes. And we have a lot of neighborhoods here. When you were talking about dealing with customers, I was wondering, how are you dealing with different customers from different backgrounds here in Vancouver, especially for Asians? Did you find some difference, or do you have some challenges or joys to share with us?
Actually, I mean, we try and ensure that every customer we treat as an individual. We never want to assume that anyone of any particular background has one way that we should be assisting them or one way that we should serve them. But that's one of the things that I love about Vancouver, is that it's so diverse. And I've been able to learn so much, particularly over the last 3 years, about Chinese culture and the different customs and the different levels of respect, and it's very, very interesting, and I consider it a privilege to be able to assist so many international customers, because it's taught me so much about the world that I didn't know. And I love that. As a matter of fact, in my office I have a very large map of China so that we can put pinpoints in for some of our customers so they can say, oh, this is my hometown, or this is my hometown. And it's very, very gratifying.
Could you please give us a specific example about the Chinese culture that you've learned?
Well, I think, first of all, oftentimes our Chinese customers travel with friends and groups, and learning very quickly in terms of the most senior person within the group and who to afford the most respect to, or who to attend to first. Of course, everyone is important, but as you may know, of course, within a group, there's a certain hierarchy of don't want to say seniority, but the most revered or the most respected within that group, and to always make sure that we're very, very mindful of that.
Right.
And also just different shopping habits. For example, a lot of our customers from China tend to be very, very busy, and they travel a lot, and so we need to be very efficient with their time. We need to make sure that we give them all the time that they need, but when it's time to go, that we're ready and we can get them on their way. And similarly, we need to spend a lot of time corresponding effectively. For example, some of our sales professionals have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to call a customer because they're in Guangzhou and they need to, and that's the best time to call them. So we need to be very, very mindful and respectful of the fact that we need to accommodate their needs, not the reverse.
Right, it's true. Talking about different clients from different cultures, I was wondering, a lot of people ask as well, if Tiffany has created some customized designs for different cultures or for different locations as other like jewelries or bags do.
That's a great question. We haven't specifically created a collection for perhaps one cultural demographic versus the others, but one of the great things with Tiffany is we have such a broad range of offerings that inevitably what we may do is we may identify that in a particular market, Vancouver or Beverly Hills or New York, that there's a particular demand for particular parts of our collections, and so what we do is we make sure that there's a greater availability of those within those markets. As an example, within our market there's a very high interest and demand for yellow diamonds, so we have a very good selection of those in here, much bigger than we would in other stores, because that's what our customers need here.
Yeah, because how you actually, Vancouver, as we see, has a lot of like immigrants, right?
Yes.
Here, and a lot of Chinese are kind of belongs to the well-off societies as well. And how do you see the luxury industry in Vancouver? And how do you see the Tiffany differentiate itself from other jewelry industry as well?
Well, I think as you mentioned, there's great cultural diversity, and the Chinese consumer is extremely important in the luxury market in Vancouver, which does not mean that we don't have other luxury customers as well, but certainly just based on the actual density of Chinese immigrants in Vancouver, it just represents a really significant opportunity for our business. Sorry, what was the other part of the question?
How do you see the luxury industry in Vancouver, and how Tiffany differentiate itself from other jewelry industries?
I see. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I think Vancouver is unique in terms of there's a very high demand for luxury here, and part of it is because people choose to live in Vancouver because they like a good quality of life. It's it's beautiful weather, there's beautiful food, there's beautiful mountains and surroundings, and so people who enjoy life enjoy many aspects of life, and jewelry can be a part of that. Homes, cars, dining out, all of those things. And I think where Tiffany differentiates itself is that our designs are very unique to us. We have a very long history to support that, and our real focus is on ensuring that there are 3 real key pieces to every piece of jewelry that we sell. That we use the rarest and finest quality of materials and gems, we use the best designs, and we use the best craftsmanship, because you have to have all 3 of those things. It doesn't serve you to use great quality materials and then put them in unfortunate designs, or to craft them poorly. These are pieces that you want to have and enjoy for life, and hopefully pass on to your children or grandchildren, or that they become heirlooms for your family.
Right.
And one of the things that makes Tiffany quite unique is the incredible range of products we offer. Compared to a lot of other jewelers, we do have a much broader product offering, from very accessible pieces in sterling silver to the rarest gems in the world.
Right. And about a lot of actually Tiffany is well positioned for the future with its global gems and jewelries and affordable jewelries as well, and it is about the last value forever. And when the jewelries become actually perfect gift for women here, and especially for holidays when husband buy jewelries for wives. And how often do you buy jewelries for your wife?
Well, actually, I am not married, so I'm very safe.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It would be very dangerous for me to be married in this business. My entire paycheck,
That's my question.
all of my paycheck would go to jewelry, and we'd probably have nowhere to live.
Yeah.